Tomorrow will come and girl, I can't wait. It's our anniversary. Anniversary. The first thing I'll do is run straight to you. It's our anniversary. Or, if that's not your bag, we have my other favorite. Happy anniversary, baby. Got you on my mind. No Little River Band? By the looks of your face, I can tell you don't know this one. Sweet baby, got you on my mind. Please don't serve us with a cease and desist. Happy anniversary.
It's our first year. I should have gotten you a gift of paper, I think is year one.
Yeah, I love it.
Hello. Even if I don't know your songs. Oh, hey, this is Two Wit, a podcast for women in tech doing life. I am Kristi Guzman.
And I'm Melinda Smith, and my singing stylistics.
Yeah, you really brought the musical touch to this date that we're having here.
Oh, yeah. That's right, I did.
I should have gotten you a paper gift. Now I'll have to do that.
You sent me stickers before.
I'll give you this Texas Roller Girls
That
koozie.
is foam and not paper.
But I'm thinking about Texas, though. Aww.
Aww. You got your shirt?
Of course I ordered my shirt, Melinda. Obviously, I carefully selected my shirt and ordered it just like everyone who's listening.
Duh.
HungerCast.
HungerCast.
I think I got the one with all the logos on it, not just our logo, even though that would be fun. But how many shirts do I need?
How many hoodies do you need? That's a freaking rhetorical, redundant question. I actually had that thought today. First of all, two thoughts happened. I did all my laundry for some reason. Yeah, it was crisp. It was fall. And I was doing a hoodie head count for some reason. Like I needed to know where they all were. And I had a mild breakdown because I couldn't find my Trailhead one. And I was like, calm down. It's probably on the coat rack. Just look. Because there were people in the house on Saturday for my daughter's birthday and family. And I'm sure no one was like, I'm just going to take this Trailhead hoodie. But like that's the first thing I thought was not maybe I misplaced it or it's in my car. Someone took my hoodie.
Just blame everyone.
Freaked out. So it was exactly where I thought it was. It was on the coat rack. And it
safe
fine.
And sound.
Yeah, totally safe and sound. It's fine.
All the hoodies are accounted for, snug up in their beds.
Yeah, everything's fine. And it's along with my first Dreamforce hoodie for doing something in the dev zone. I did like the trail in the dev zone. So I had the little brackets around the cloud. It's the OG hoodie.
Isn't that funny? Like your original, like I got the Trailblazer hoodie before other people got the Trailblazer hoodie because I got called on stage for the Trailhead Off. No, what was it? Where Chris and Steve Mo wore the sparkly jackets.
I was there.
Trailhead Face Off.
Yeah,
I got
like
pulled on stage
off or something.
Yeah, well, I mean a badge off, I guess, because you had to earn a badge, and it was like under pressure.
I was on the stage with Kwongerific. The wizard.
Oh, I wasn't on the team, but I got pulled onto the team with Beth Brains, which I know is not her actual last name, but it's her name on Twitter, so it is now. And Mark Ross. And I'm pretty sure we lost to the team with Jenny Bammer and Nana on it. And I can't remember the other person to save my life. But I also got a nice hat with a tail, because that's what someone gets as a booby prize when you lose. And I got a secret sweatshirt, and Chris like smuggled it to me because if people saw her with them, they would all want them. So shout out to Chris Duarte for one of my first major pieces of swag. Actually, that was 2 years ago. And it's funny, it's been coming up in my Facebook feed recently of all the Dreamforce nerdiness. And that was also when I was asked to be on the Good Day Sir podcast as a women in tech non-dev voice, when there was a whole podcast zone in the admin zone. And it was one of my like, holy shit, I'm famous. Not really, but like, what, of course I want to do your blue. Yeah.
Duh.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sure. Moments. And so that's kind of sort of what planted the seed about doing a podcast, because clearly I can talk to myself for half an hour.
Yeah.
So it's even better if I can talk to you for half an hour, which then is an hour.
Dude, this is a perfect segue.
Okay.
And you don't even
I'm
know
ready.
that. So when we were talking earlier about our anniversary episode and how excited I was and all, I wanted to tell you that, are you ready for Real Talk? Real Talk 2017. So I was starting this silly little website, I was going to do like a blog, what I learned, and then I was going to have other pages. It was kind of like brain breaks. Like, do you remember those like super close up pictures, and you had to figure out what it was? And then like things that I then you and I kind of talked like real quick about the podcast. And then I did some thinking. I was like, okay, do I want to do both? And that's when I hired Missy Longshore for like an hour consulting of just in general. And she was like, it is too much to do both. Like, you really need to just pick one and do one well. So I, had to have like the heart to heart with myself of what do I want to do? Because honestly, you and I were such new friends. I just thought, like, we both have these great ideas, and what if our chemistry wasn't great? And then now we both have used our ideas on each other, and now what do we do? And thank God we're so
close.
What if I
want to quit you?
Yeah. I wish I could quit you. And now we're like, amazing. But how terrible if I was like, well, that went poorly. I guess I'll just rev that site back up.
I guess I think it kind of goes back to what we've talked about with the events, though. Like, nobody knows how it was going to go but you. Like, okay, so what if we had done a few episodes and we're like, this is crap? Then, we could have stopped doing it and not told anybody. I feel like, again, I'm newly back in the dating world, so I talk about this like I know, but I don't. But I sort of feel like if you approach someone and ask them out or ask them whatever you want, and they say no, yes, that kind of sucks. But, you're right off where you were when you started. You're no better off. I mean, now if it happens 50 times, then you're going to start to wonder if you smell or something. But, I just feel like maybe I say this more than I actually act on it or act like this attitude-y. But, we would have tried it, and then we did it, and then it wouldn't have worked. And then maybe 3 podcasts later, you find the person you actually sync with, So you never kind of know
this is
how
true,
things are going to
but
go.
It has far exceeded my expectations. My love of you.
Me too. Well, so what's really interesting, speaking of love, hi, Dad.
This podcast
if you're listening
is my
again,
ode to Kristi.
Because, because my dad listened on his drive to come visit me, which was great. And, with my mom and my brother. Hi, everybody. And he made a comment about having some more technical options or talking about technical topics, making, being a little bit more legit, because that's legit feedback, right? And I think it's kind of interesting. It segues into this article that I sent you about what if I want to live a mediocre life? And we'll post a link to it, but what if there's so much noise about striving to be better and bigger and more and achieve and strive and lose weight,
Instagram
and
all your
be
food,
fit and be amazing. And, and even with the podcast, right? Grow your listener base and attract different audiences and promote yourself. And I just feel like I'm still at the point that one person getting excited because they realize they sat next to us at Witness Success, that still makes me oh, that's so cute, and
totally. I mean, we could promote. We could go the route of sponsors. We could make a push. I told you about last episode. There's no way around it. I can only edit so much. My daughter is being very loud in the tub.
I can't hear.
She's singing fight song at the top of her lungs. So,
it's
very cute. It's a very empowering song for a 5-year-old, right?
Anyway, this is my fight song. Right? She only gets 5 minutes in the tub. Okay, let her have a dance party. She's a big girl now.
So my favorite new podcast, My Favorite Murder, I mean, they had sponsors right out the gate. Now, these women are in LA and they've done other things as well. But they marketed right away. And we could do that. But like you said, I'm not looking for that. I just want to be happy in our little realm. Like,
well, and it's interesting thinking back to the Southeast Streaming closing keynote where Chris Duarte was talking about, you know, making things happen and prioritizing the things that are important to you. And she talked about the Venn diagram of you plus me, plus we don't live together, and we like Salesforce, right? And those things all came together in a podcast. And it's crazy to me. Some of the people who reach out to me after the Tony Prophet episode, I'm like, you listen to my podcast? Like, that's wonderful. Thank you. But like,
you know my name?
Yeah. I'm just amazed. People seem to still, right? So I get that not everyone, you know, can equate to everything that we talk about. I also I don't know if I actually told you this, was informed that some of the things we talk about may not translate overseas.
Oh, yeah. Dude, sarcasm is the worst. Oh, yeah. Is the worst.
Ooh, yes. Also, there are apparently a variety of definitions in this world for the word growler.
Oh, my goodness.
So, just to clarify, if you're in the UK or Australia, it is a bottle for getting beer at a brewery. It's basically like a to-go cup of beer,
like in
except
a gallon
it's a bottle.
Form.
And it's usually stuff you can't just go buy in the store. Like my local brewery has like 16 taps, but I don't even know if they actually sell in the stores yet, because then there's the whole distribution process and whatever. But even this other brewer I really like, they have like 4 in the store, but then the rest you can get there. So
can you say
it does have a bit more of a
can you say what it means over there? I mean, we're already going to be
it's got kind of a sexual connotation, referring to lady parts.
I don't think I ever want my lady parts associated with the word growler, like ever.
Or apparently, you know, if you've like, you know, just had a moment on the toilet.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
After like a big burrito.
Yeah, welcome
is the Urban Dictionary definition.
Hashtag ulcerative colitis. What? Can I tell you how many people have sent me the Denver pooper? Growler. Like there's like this person going around pooping in parks, and like I get tagged in it a lot.
Oh my god!
Because it's in Denver, and I was like, first of all, she might have a thing. Stop judging her. She might have a GI problem. And second of all, just running in Denver doesn't. I know who.
I don't do that.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, like you're in like a poop problem club or something. Like,
I mean, I am on a Facebook page, but.
And sometimes we devolve to talking about poop. And yet people still listen to us and seem to like us all right. So thank you, by the way, for those of you who have been listening to us for a year or have caught up and are excited about our stickers and put them on your laptops. And
2018 stickers are going to have a spin. Not a spin. They're just going to be like a clear back. I don't know why I just made that all crazy.
Oh. Ooh, they're going to be
we're going to have both options. So, you know, the clear backing or not. I just really liked the clear backing.
I mean, and listen, if somebody wanted to pay for the stickers, like I shouldn't be upset about that. We should probably solicit that. But, you know, well, that's about as much effort as I'm going to put into it. So
life, when we were talking earlier, I think that there are times you get caught up in, you know, what does this all mean? And what am I doing? And what am I doing to leave a mark? Like, am I just living, paying bills and dying? Yes, I took it to a dark place, but not always just that. Like, what is my mark? But I also feel like your mark can be being a good friend, being a good listener, being good at your role, being an inspiration that is just in your community. It doesn't have to be massive art shows. Like when I was, you know, full-time photographer and that was kind of like my route, I was frustrated because, you know, you have to spend a ton of money to frame your photos correctly, to hang them in a gallery or, you know, get in, and there's just so much competition. And I was like, man, I'm just not in it for the competition. That's not my bag. I like my art. And if you like it, cool. If not, whatever. But it doesn't have to be such a grandiose thing. You can just be really awesome to the people in your world, and that can be your happy world. And, you know, maybe mediocre is not like the best word for it, but that's okay. Like it's, you know, we don't need 10,000 followers.
Small scale.
Yeah.
maybe. Even what's been interesting about the new round of MVP nominations, awards. Announcements.
Shout out to everyone. I can't read them all. I could, but I'm not gonna.
There was 20-something new people. But what's really interesting is I don't know all those people, right? And a lot of them maybe have an impact in their direct community or in a place I don't live, the dev boards or whatever it might be. And so it's great for me to get to know people. I don't know everything for sure. And I don't know even all the MVPs. So I'm excited that there's new people all over the world.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. I always think I was just as jazzed as the people that got awarded. I was all excited on Twitter that day. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Somebody texted me back like, thank you. Pretty sure I'm not going to get anything done today. And I was like, Yep.
That's just planned for that. 100%.
Blowing up.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
I know. I love it. This is a fun game.
And what else? Yeah. So I'm trying to be, a little gentler with myself about things.
Love that.
Because, yes, my house is still half full of boxes.
Who cares?
But, it's okay. I'm still being social. I'm taking advantage of weekends and having a good time most of the time.
It is about having fun. Just got it. Like you said, be gentle with yourself. Those are my mom's words when I get all up in arms and get all crazy about I should or should, the whole phrase, stop shoulding on yourself kind of thing. All the things you should have done. Just be present.
Not to say that I can't do more, do better, do differently. And there's ways to grow. But, we're doing okay.
So
it is kind of crazy to think that, okay, are you you're like a resolutions person, kind of. We talked about resolutions.
Yeah, I make goals periodically throughout the year, and then I might make goals. Resolutions just sounds like a recipe for a failed diet. So
that's true. I guess
I'm bored with the new year thing.
I was thinking about milestones that aren't on a calendar year, right? It's been a year since we started the podcast. What's different?
Oh my gosh, so much.
What's the same? Yeah, you live in a different place.
Yep. I'm an MVP now.
I'm getting divorced.
Yeah. I think we accidentally bought a house on Friday.
What?
Yeah.
Way to bury the lead.
So, of course, we wanted to buy a home. And we moved out here and rented. We had to blah, blah, blah. So we were going to wait a year, but the market out here is just kind of bananas. It's hot. And our real estate agent is a friend, family friend, basically family. And she was like, you can. She's like, but I can't tell you how it's going to be in a year.
Right.
But by trend, it's not going to be this. It's not going to level out. If anything, it'll be, still slowly climbing. So I was like, all right, then let's just, I guess, more actively look. Okay. I'm on her updater thing.
Right.
So we find this one house that is really kind of move-in ready. There's a couple things that need to be done, but really cosmetic, landscaping, and needs a swamp cooler. And she's like, and you know how it is when you ring that bell, you can't unring it. So then your real estate agent is up your ass. Do you want to come see this house? Did you get my 14 emails? And I'm like, oh my God, I love you and your family, but you are wicking me out right now. So I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Let's go look at it. Josh and I go and look. It's cute. It's been remodeled twice. I think it's Bones or 1919.
Ooh.
And she's like, well, what do you think? Josh was like, it marks all the boxes for me. And I said, me too. It's the first house we looked at that I didn't walk away crying because you get overwhelmed and either it's shitty and it's too expensive or it needs a ton of work or it's not in the area I like. So I just haven't been really excited about looking. Shopping for houses is, to me,
it's hard. And it can be heartbreaking.
Totally. We have a very minimal amount of money. So it'd be well, if you had this much money. Yeah, I get it. We're not on one of those home shows. Stop showing me shit I can't have. So we're like, okay, let's just see.
Pigs, and he teaches people how to stretch for a living, and their budget is $6 bajillion.
He's a professional windsurfer. So I'm like, all right, let's put a bid in. I guess it just came back on the market. The last person pulled out, and I was like, ugh, why? And they're personal reasons. So Josh and I were like, all right, we're probably going to make a bid. We're going to get outbid. That's fine. It's going to take a while. Let's just be somewhat passive. We've offered 500 over asking. And the next morning, it was accepted. I was like, what? Oh my God. So I am happy now, but like it happened so fast. I was like, did
Anna,
we buy a house?
baby birthday weekend.
Yep.
Like you had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. And my bestie had her baby, 55 hours of labor, 9-pound baby. Yeah. So
stop.
Yeah. Super excited about that birth story. Poor Evie's going to get it for the rest of her life.
You know what's funny? My house, somebody pulled out of an offer, and I actually was living with my realtor, who was my friend, and we came to see it, and I put an offer in, and wham bam.
Yeah. So we're doing inspection, all those good things. I'm excited. It just was like, so yeah. I digress, but we've had a lot happen in the last year, a lot.
I had pipes burst. No big deal.
How long have you had Axel?
I've had Axel for 8 years.
Okay, so you had him as a pup. Gotcha.
He was 1-ish when we got him. So, yeah. So then we each took a dog, and he's the coolest.
I'll take this dog.
Oh no, there was no question. Because when we first got him, I work from home, and so he was around me all the time for 4 years. So we used to joke before we got married that he would pick me, but my ex had paid at the animal control, so technically he was a Guzman before I was a Guzman. And jokingly, obviously, but then suddenly not jokingly. Yeah. So
remember that joke? That's not so funny. That's my dog.
Yes, that's my dog.
What else has changed? Have you gotten a car? You've moved. I've moved.
I
kept my husband currently. I mean, we'll see how it happens next year.
He's doing all right.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I love you.
No, I do still super like him,
I have a different boss, same company, but some things have evolved in my department, which is fun. Got a raise, which was nice. A little bumperoo.
Nice. So they always say the days are long and the years are short, which I feel is very true. There are plenty of days that I'm like, this day will never end, and then you blink and you're like, oh my gosh, what happened in the last year? And
I have been trying to interrupt you more and take advantage of firsts, because I feel like there's sometimes you don't get to often have firsts. I was thinking about this the other day at Midwest Dreamin'. I co-hosted the two different demo jams with two different dudes who had never done one before. And I was teasing with Justin Edelstein, and I was like, you don't get that many firsts in life, so trying to look at things from that perspective of, just the unique experience or the different memorable experience, or even, accidentally stepping in a fire ant pile yesterday. Intriguing adventures.
What's been back up a little. I have a couple friend that say this to their kids every night, which I thought was always kind of awesome. What's the highs and lows? What was the highest point of your day? What was your low point of the day? And it stuck with me, and I'd like to try it with Olive, but I'll get there. Right now we're trying to get her to come in from the playground without disrupting 20 other children. Whatever. She's so willful. Anyway.
Disrupting them by
she won't come in.
Trying to be their friend?
No, she just won't come in from the playground when it's time. Because that's not her plan. It's not her life plan. Yeah, well, So what has the high been?
Opinionated? No.
Willful. Like, just stubborn and willful. But the teacher's so patient. She's like, smiles, and she's like, she just has her own life plan. She has her own path. And I was like, you are so nice. Like,
just say no.
We're a month in. I'm just going to wait till one day she's like, hey, your kid, do something about it.
Get it in line, girl. Highs and lows for the year, or like today?
The year.
Ooh, that's a toughie. I mean,
sorry.
Within the year, I mean, I think in the end, the somewhat emotion, even if getting separated is the right thing, just the moments of, I think the day we actually had our, getting deep, mediation, it didn't turn out how I thought it did, and I thought I was much more right and much more ready, and I just did not turn out how I thought, and I went home and had a cupcake and cried about it, and So that was probably not the best day of my year. Interesting. I don't,
it's funny how you can remember the worst better, best, huh?
Well, I think honestly the best is more of like a theme. I feel like the right people or the right experience has been coming along when I need it. The first person that I kissed after a decade with another man, right? The friends that have come in and played a different role in my life, like the trips that I had already had planned that became something else and really helped me shift my mentality. The situations that have supported those decisions and changes just in unexpected ways, friends of friends that I have just had great conversations with, or, making friends with a handyman the day before the pipes burst in my house, so just
reminiscing
things. Yeah, just interesting. Finding people who either I already had or who are new, but who are, meeting a certain need I have in the moment has been really great. So, so again, the same situation, but kind of the up and the down, I guess.
I like the theme of it, though. I was trying to think, while you're talking and not listen, because I like to support my PAC.
As one does.
Yeah, right. Thinking about me. No,
I mean, to be fair, like I text you about these ups and downs pretty much all week long. So
I would think so. I mean, I guess the easy go-to is like, the high, we get to move back to Colorado, but I've been really missing Long Beach lately. And like we talked about last episode, I don't know if it's the impending weather change or just things that I miss, but I think the high overall was, like you, a theme. Like, my career's been really great. I had about a 5-year plan to eventually work from home. And I'm already working from home, which is amazing. And I love my team, and I love my company, and I love my boss. And I feel like that Sex and the City episode. She's like, I love my job, I love my life, I love everything. So it's like, that is such a huge high. I don't know if I have like a big low. Again, it's like kind of like the undercurrent of little things have been a struggle with the kiddo. And that's just hard because you consistently feel like a failure as a parent, or you like have no tools. Like, I don't know how to deal with this. I had a dog once. What do I do here? Or
she's alive. Okay. What do you want from me?
Yeah. I have to keep feeding her. It's very confusing. Or I think the other thing that's evened out but was a struggle is, Josh's new schedule keeps him away more now. So, like, it's not, before he was home every night. And at first, my mom has always, been married to someone that traveled a lot for work, and, she kind of did her own thing and yada, yada. So I was like, I'll just be like my mom. It'll be awesome. Like, he'll travel and we'll do like girl stuff, which we do girl stuff. I mean, she's 5, but I don't think I was prepared to miss him so much.
Yeah.
Like, I just am like, he's gone again and it's the life of a pilot. Like, I know what I signed up for. We both know what we were going into 5 years ago, but I wasn't totally prepared to be so bummed out.
Well, he's gone. And I mean, it's changed a little bit too, right? Like, with the move, like a lot of change at once with a move change and a schedule change.
Well, and it's always that much more, I hate to use the word traumatic. It sounds dramatic, but when I tell myself it's fine. Yeah. I thought it'd be fine. Oh, it's fine. It won't be a big deal. And I was like, it's a big deal.
That's kind of exactly how I felt at the mediation. Like, it'll be fine. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. And it is what it is. Whatever, and then it was kind of like, wait, what? And then like, oh, wait, this is why I paid someone for us to have this argument. But it's interesting because I also hate giving him like power over saying that is like the biggest impact of. No, that's okay. We were together for a decade. That's allowed to be him. That's allowed to be the biggest thing that's going on with my year.
No. First of all, he's not listening. Second of all,
anniversary therapy brought to you by Kristi and Melinda.
just when people are like, it'll be a fun anniversary episode, we're just like, let's talk about our lows.
What's been your worst
Let's go back to the highs.
day? What's been your worst life screw up? Forget Salesforce screw ups. No, I'm just teasing.
I was like, I don't want to do that now. I am saving that nugget for a specific episode.
Now I'm intrigued. I do think Southeast Dreamin' was really cool this year. I mean, I feel like I'm going to say that every year.
Holy crap, Witness Success was a high. What's wrong with me?
Yeah. And, I think being the first year, it's always hard to know what to expect. And I don't think we talked about this. It wasn't exactly what I thought, but it was really great. Oh, man. And that massage I need to get another massage. That was the bomb.
I need one with less talky, more rubby.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You should request that. Man or woman, I don't care. Yes.
No, I don't care. Just don't fucking talk. Stop talking to me. It's funny because I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. I will talk to any stranger, but if someone talks to me when I don't want to, I was like, what is wrong with you?
Can't you see my sign? It says, be quiet.
So 1 year to it, we are thick as thieves. Just two thieves. So more of a duo. Thick as a duo. And...
That made no sense, you realize, right? Thieves is not a number, so thick is a duo. Nope. Duo of thieves, maybe?
Thieves.
Continue.
I mean, I guess I just feel like
what's the plural of
thieves?
thieves? Oh, no. It's thieves. That was stupid, too.
Thieves.
Wow. We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
And we're probably not going to edit that out. So,
no.
Keep on trucking.
So, I was trying to think of, like, the best or, top of the year of stuff for our podcast, and I was gonna do like my favorite all-time super fave, but like when we do our super faves, it's like definitely in the moment. So I only have a new super fave right now, which is like a faux super fave because I don't even know it yet. I bought a book. I think it's gonna be great, but I don't know. So I'm like, oh, it's great. But like the super fave, I think any other podcast I've mentioned, I'm trying to make time for those. It's hard though when you're like working at home and you're trying to listen to something and then like, I don't know, do like, unless you're doing like straight data load or something that doesn't involve your brain, you're not paying attention.
Listening to people talking is hard when you're trying to do something. That's why I'm sure I've talked about the Jingle Pop Orchestra on Pandora. It's the orchestral versions of songs, but it's popular songs. It's not elevator music like You Hate Yourself. It's not like Muzak. It's like...
It feels like that's what
it's like Stronger by Christina Aguilera.
It's like kids pop with no words.
Oh my God. I don't even have a kid and I already know that it's not that.
So dumb. I gotta tell you, I know this is terrible to say, I just don't enjoy children singing. Like as an orchestra, like when they do like the kid tween version of a song, I'm like, don't do that. I don't like that.
Is it good kid singing or like...
No, they're good. They have good voices. It's just, I think it's confusing. Now, if the kids were doing their own song, I think I'd feel differently. But when they're remaking a song, I'm like, stop it.
Just stop trying to make fetch happen. Okay, so you were trying to make a point, though, I think, about a year.
You're so obsessed with me. Yes, so about our year. So the super fave, ultimate super fave would probably be any of the podcasts I've mentioned because I feel like those help broaden my spectrum. But I don't have like a specific because... they're all my favorite. Like I all like them. Also, I also did not research all of them. So maybe that's why. I don't have it because I don't have the list in front of me.
Yeah, that's pretty meta. My favorite. Again, having to remember all my favorites. Actually, that could be interesting. Why did I not do that this past week? Past me? Why did you not go listen to all the past super faves? Remember a year ago when I was so motivated and I made great notes for every episode? I could have just read them all, but then that sort of fell off around episode 5-ish.
Yeah, so if you're listening, go ahead and look at the show notes of episode 1, 2, 3, and then like the last one. It's literally like 4 bullet points.
Our priorities, we have evolved as humans and realized what's important. Who really reads the show notes most of the time? Nobody.
Right? I feel like shout outs, some hashtags, and links.
Sure.
And we have new, better equipment now, thanks to Mr. Bertuzzi, newlywed Bertuzzi.
Oh, yay! Congratulations.
Well, I think it'd be easier if we talked about like the most downloaded episode because, I mean, that's easy factual information.
You have different headphones. That's something that's changed me. You used to use your daughter's Barbie headphones.
Yep, I sure did. Then for Christmas, I got fancy schmancy podcast recording equipment from my hubby because that's all I wanted for Christmas. Aww. I know, that's so sweet. Okay, so
what a buddy.
Most downloaded episode in year one. Can you take a stab at what you think it is? So we've had Tony Prophet. Sorry, drop the mic. Tony Prophet.
Literally.
As I drop the mic.
Too soon.
Sorry.
I feel like it's going to be one of the earlier ones just because I think like if people start at the beginning. So like is it one of just us or is it one with a guest?
That is the question. Show stats. I'm going to pull it up anyways just to make sure I'm still correct. All stats.
Oh.
Welcome to a live episode.
I'm going to guess Jillian.
Yes, you are probably correct. Let me see if that's still correct. Yep. Jillian Medill / Bruce now is still the most downloaded episode. Yep.
Right?
At 379 total downloads. We have such a huge fan base. That's so big.
I remember when I made my ex-husband and my dad listen to an episode so that we would break 100 listeners. And then you were like, we already did that with Jillian's episode. And I was like, oh, just kidding.
Sorry, guys.
Thanks for listening to me.
Do you have to listen all the way through or just download it?
I don't know how these metrics work. What do I look like, an admin for iTunes? Why do you think I do everything?
Wave analytics over here. Thanks.
It's not called that anymore. Get with the program.
I know. That's what
I do have some.
My
If somebody wants my Win with Wave flip flops, I found those when I moved.
What size?
I mean, probably 9.5. 9.
All right. Hit us up on the Twitters. 9.5 Win with Wave. Flip flops going once, twice. Sold. My colleague asked me if I wanted to come to a wave class the other day. And I was like, do you know something I don't know? Because I thought it wasn't like that anymore. So, I mean, I couldn't go anyways, but still.
I mean, it's still a thing. It's just Einstein analytics.
Mm-hmm.
All the things.
Get with the program.
Change it up. So that's exciting.
Yes, that is
Jillian's
downloaded.
You know, I think that's always going to hold a special place in my little heart because it was our first guest. It was just so much fun. And especially because Jillian does a podcast with Mike Gerholt. And so just that, like, I don't know, that she believed in us. And then we were on their podcast, which was super fun. And, you know, I'm sure that she and that team and plenty of people at Salesforce get so many requests for, oh, hey, I'm going to do this thing, right? And they're just always just like, yep, let's do the thing. You want to do that? Great. Let's make it a blog post. Let's just like Davina was talking about. Let's interview on the podcast. Let's make it a blog post. Let's talk about it in the admin theater. Let's share it with the world because people want to know your thing, right? And they're just so supportive of all that. So thanks, Jillian.
Always very accessible and very supportive. I loved that episode very much. So I've really enjoyed all of them. I think it's funny that I was telling we have a house guest. I think I told you that for a while, and I was talking about the Tony Prophet, and I was like, I mean, he's in aviation. So I was like, my husband wasn't home yet. So I'm like, look, I'm going to tell you a story. And you're just going to have to go with it. Tony Prophet, Chief Equity Officer, Salesforce, asked him to be on the podcast. And he was just like, that sounds awesome. What'd I say?
Equity.
Did I say equity?
I mean, it's kind of the same thing.
It's so not. I'm sorry. Chief Equality Officer.
Attention to detail.
That out. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to. Told him, Salesforce, Chief Equality Officer, BFD, roll with it. And he was like, that sounds amazing. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I know you don't get it, but thanks for listening. But that was a big deal. And it was fun to have him on. And I loved having Stuart as our first ally. And I've really enjoyed all of our guests.
Can we talk about the fact that
I love all the
Stuart
children.
like made up his own game as a guest for us to have a sing along, to guess other podcasts? Like he just came up with that. That was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
He's a more legit podcast
and newly minted MVP.
Hey. Shout out to
He's in Germany right now drinking beer.
Ooh, fun. I'm in Charlotte right now drinking beer.
I'm in Denver on the lookout for the pooper. No.
How do you pronounce the beverage that you're drinking?
It's rosé.
Oh, no. What was in the can?
Oh, LaCroix. LaCroix.
LaCroix.
I don't say LaCroix. I say LaCroix. And then I heard on the news about St. Croix, and I was like, see? Vindication.
I'm sorry. Time 553 that I interrupted you today. You were about to ask me a question.
What has been your favorite stuffs of our last year? I mean, we've gotten equipment, we've gotten new stuff, we've been like semi-professionals. I think that was loose.
Speaking of semi-professional, I think my favorite thing is when you accidentally ordered stickers that were like the size of your hand.
Yep.
And people still took them. I don't know if they put them on anything.
Inches are hard, apparently.
Yeah. I love, and again, the reason it's so especially wonderful is I could totally see myself doing this, right? Of like, yeah, 5 inches. Yep, that's right. Sure.
Because you do the finger thing, and I was like, yep, that's perfect. That seems perfect.
Don't talk about
just like measure thing. Out.
Yeah, sure. It's like this big, right?
Like,
yeah,
sure, done.
Yeah,
done. Go.
Sold.
Ordered.
Oh, they're on clearance. I wonder why. So just the laughter and joy in my heart when you showed me that, and now I need to find it because I need to stick it on something important. And that we've like
your car
had. Oh, I hate stickers on cars. Sorry.
Really?
Except if you're Sean Holmes, and then it's adorable because you have a tiny car and you have a bunch of Salesforce sticker on it, and I like that about you. But in my car, I'm not a fan. And even magnets. I got a car magnet, and it's on my fridge. Because it says rescued is my favorite breed.
Like an exterior magnet?
Yeah, like
bumper sticker?
Yeah.
Size?
I mean, it's like...
Oh, because the usually car magnets I know are like, like cover the whole door as like an advertisement.
Oh. No. Just like, remember the ribbons were such a thing for a long time, but they're magnets instead of stickers? Yes. I also have one that says, I like big mutts and I cannot lie.
That one got me.
I have a shirt of it too. It's a theme.
What do we want to do about swag for Dreamforce? I mean, it's nearly October. I should get it together, but
it's coming. We had our first Map Anything Dreamforce meeting, or not interest meeting, but like people who are going just to start talking about what we're going to do in our booth. It's going to be awesome. And just the swag schedule.
Yeah, I don't care about that. What swag do you have?
I don't know if I can say what it is. There's one big...
is there an NDA for it? Or?
I mean, there's a big giveaway that's like a sweepstakes. It's not going to be like, oh, enter to win and we'll give it to our highest value prospect. It's not that ever happens. It's like legit. Anyone who goes to enter could win this really cool thing. I'm not trying to be coy. I really don't know if I can tell you. Or I would. I mean, I'll probably tell you later, but
no, don't.
Can't tell all 300 people.
So, do we want to just do stickers or should we do some shirts? What can we do that's universal?
Are we
stickers? Everyone loves stickers.
Everyone does love stickers. Keychains?
I ordered my sticker binder, by the way. Oh yeah.
We should.
Oh, it's on its way. Amazon told me today. It's a little cloud binder with like section inserts and like a little zip pouch so I can have stickers to trade, which, by the way, I went to the student kickoff at CU at Leeds with Erica Cool and a couple other volunteers to kick off I'm going to get it wrong, the student project where we're like teaching students at colleges, and then they're going to turn around and kind of create their like own clubs, almost like a user group, and teach each other. It was a ton of fun. It was very interesting because, we get done and we kind of gave a little, they give an intro to the program, and then the MVPs kind of talked about their experience. And then she said, go down to the lounge, there's food, do some trailhead. And at one point in time, I'd set my bag down and I turned around to go to the food table, and there were like 3 like little peeps, little chicks. They were like, "Hi, can I talk to you?" For a second, I was like, "What did you?" Yeah. Oh, you actually do want to talk to me, not like you thought you knew me and you want to talk to me. And Brett Downey and I just sat there and talked to them about Salesforce and Trailhead and how they can make it happen. And they were like for real intrigued and all excited. And they had to go, so they couldn't do any Trailhead. And I said, they said, "Do you have any business cards?" And I said, "I don't, and I just don't like business cards." I said, "I wish I could just like tap my phone at you. You have all you need." And the beautiful, wonderful millennial was like, "Well, yeah, just airdrop it. Like, just turn on your share contacts." And I was like, "What?" So I turn on my share contacts and airdrop. Theirs come up, and I can see, and I just drop my contact to all of their phones. I was like, "You are going to save the world one day."
But that's different sharing, though. Like, I don't know if I want to text you yet. Like, by giving you my card, like, we might develop an email relationship. That's really jumping in there.
Now that you mention it, I wonder what email is on there. Anyways, I don't care. Text me all day long. I'll respond faster than an email anyways.
I've been really excited because I'm excited that you found a way to give back, because I know that's been on your radar. I've mentioned the Salesforce Academy that I'm helping with the minorities in tech group that is here at Map Anything and in Charlotte. So I'm going to be teaching basically trying to get people admin 201 certified through the Charlotte Housing Authority. So people who are trying to better their housing situation. And then the lovely and talented Joy Walker is going to be teaching with Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools. So she's going to be doing a course for high school seniors to try and get them certified. So in the past week, I've been at both of those interest meetings, and it's been really great just to talk about the different types of jobs they can get, the different skill sets of the ways that this knowledge can be used to approach different types of jobs. Even just the idea of like, I try to convey, even if you don't learn Salesforce and you don't get passionate about it and become the admin, just knowing a lot of these business related skills and the way data is structured can be really valuable, So it was just really interesting of like you say, like, oh, me? You want to talk to me? Like, you want to be like me,
I definitely looked over my shoulder for a hot second, was like, oh, they were just well-spoken and were eager to learn. And I guess I don't have experience with that age group. So I was just kind of taken aback. And they, Brett and I sat there and just chatted about Salesforce and the experience. And they were very curious, like, well, wait, so you work for, the same question, like, wait, you work for Salesforce? We're like, no, we work on the platform. So will Trailhead get me certified? It can get you there. And, I kept telling them, because of course now I'm like the 40-year-old that's trying to talk to them in their language. And I was like, you can still do your degree and this could be like your side hustle. Because that's what I say now, side hustle, because that's how I talk, because I want the millennials to like me. And I was like, you can learn this in your free time and, have another means of a possible revenue stream in addition to what you're already doing. And, one of the kids was like, oh, yeah, I mean, this has to be better. I can do some trails instead of watching Netflix. I was like, totally. As I'm like, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you don't need any sleep. You can do both. You're like 20. Can't you just live on 3 hours sleep?
Can I just tell you?
So I was like, yes, absolutely. Do all the trails.
Can I just tell you that this past weekend, I drank like I was 20 and I didn't know any better.
Oh.
I went,
that hurts.
Cider. Where did I even start? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Cider. Then a bucket of sweet tea vodka at the dog bar. Then,
bucket.
Yeah, literally in a little plastic bucket with a handle.
Only had one guitar of sweet tea.
Exactly. And then I had a cider. And then a vodka drink. And a cider. And a SoCo drink. And then another vodka drink. And predictably, I felt like a ball of crap the next morning. So then I went tailgating. And then I had beer. Then I went out and had vodka drink. So clearly, I did not learn my lesson at all. But I had a great weekend.
Well, I mean, you've been married for 10 years. So, like, you just were being a little fun and crazy.
Yeah.
But it does take a weekend that you have the 2-day hangover that you're like, I don't understand why I do these things.
Yeah, fortunately, I have a lovely friend who invited me over for dinner. So that was tasty and I didn't have to make it. And I drank some mixed drink. So, again, stupid, but someone fed me. And then I came home and, like, literally went to bed at, like, 8:30. So I'm keeping it classy here in Charlotte.
So I just thought of a game. And if you can't play because I just thought of it, that's fair. Okay. We could play a game of how well we know each other because actually it was up until only a few episodes ago we did getting to know you. Okay. So I could ask you a question about me that you should get right. Like I won't throw like a zinger in there to be like, how did I get this scar on my knee or anything crazy? And then you can do the same. But I would like a softball so I don't look like an asshole. Thanks. Now I have to think of our getting to know you. Did not at all prepare for the rest of this. Let's see here. I will start.
I like that in true two-wit fashion. We actually didn't. We have the least structured agenda for this episode than we've had for pretty much any episode in the past. So thanks for sticking with us. If you're still listening, we're having a great time.
I mean, I usually put notes together, but in all fairness, I thought I put a lot more notes together. So when I got in and it was like 7 words. I thought it was your notes, maybe in addition to add to my notes, and then I couldn't find my notes and realized that the 7 words were my notes.
But I think we've covered the things in the 7 words, so that's great.
It's true. Anniversary. Most downloaded episode.
Yeah. Check.
I
Check.
To ask you, what is my favorite alcohol?
Ooh. I mean, I feel like I would go vodka, but now I'm going to feel like a jerk if I'm wrong.
Oh, see, now that's not fair. I didn't set it up right. I meant all the boozes. All of them. Beer, wine, liquor.
Oh.
Is your answer still vodka? That can still be vodka. I thought maybe I
Cougar juice.
pigeonholed you into hard alcohol.
Cougar juice.
Oh, I love you so much. It's so true. It's so true. Rumbauer.
I was going to say, I can't even. Oh, yeah. Rumbauer Flight Plan was the name of one of our episodes, and that's the only reason I can remember
in Long Beach.
The name of the. Why was there? There was like a helicopter flying over my house. I did actually used to live close to the airport.
I wasn't it mine because I live in Long Beach and it's LA County and everybody's dead all the time. Or being killed.
I hope not. No, I think
that was a bit aggressive. I apologize to anyone in LA.
I think that was the combination of the Rumbauer from your house and the flight plan from my house. Interesting.
Yeah, no, I believe you're right. That was Rumbauer at my house and flight plan at yours.
I have a horrible memory, but sometimes I have my moments.
Well, I almost made it a trick question. Trick question. I like them all.
I'm trying to think of something that. We already talked about my dog. I'm always prone to drop in a dog fact that's important about me.
Because your dog's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the only thing that comes to mind is not appropriate for this podcast.
Well, how about this? Think of things you've shared on the podcast that I would be inclined to answer and know about you.
Ooh. What do you think people would be surprised about, like, my personality, that they think that they know me?
That you are technically an introvert.
Yeah. And I like to read books by myself. I'm okay with that. Books are amazing. See? That was kind of a softball, but that's okay because
I literally said, please give me a softball. So thank you. Yeah. Like, welcome to the podcast.
Do I like softball? No, I'm just kidding.
Ugh, who does?
Okay, so we've been looking back. What's in the year to come?
Well.
Do we have a Dreamforce agenda? The two of us?
So I just got clearance from my company that they're going to pay for it, which is awesome. So I have decided to keep a different hotel than where I was. So we could do recording at the Hotel Whitcomb Though I heard once when I went to some Aptus thing from an Aptus person that was like, oh, they get kind of stabby over there. And I was like, I'm anti-stabby. But anyways, I'm at the Hotel Whitcomb. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we've talked about doing a live show for a long time, or doing a recording together, and we really haven't. Like, we've not. I think we brought our equipment to Witness Success and then did not get our ducks in a row because, well, I mean, that was like, I couldn't have the mental capacity for it. So it would be really great if we could do like Billy on the Street.
I was thinking more about the balls.
The galas? The galas. Whose balls?
No. I'm trying to lead you. I'm trying to lead you into you talking about the thing that we talked about that you want to do, but I don't know if you're talking about it yet. So maybe I'm ahead of myself. That you were talking about maybe we need a sponsor for our balls.
Oh, sweet Mary and Joseph. I'm like, yes. So I put that on pause just this week. Not that it's totally on pause. So for our listeners,
let's just cut some of that out, and maybe we'll just catch right up.
And I really thought it'd be kind of cool for have some kind of like fitness type situation, like before the like Sunday afternoon, which, you know, would probably eliminate some people that aren't getting in till then, you know, till midday. But Sunday night or the night before Dreamforce starts is typically the WIT event. So we don't have any information on that. But what I thought would be great is if we could do not like a yoga, but like a range of motion, myofascial, am I saying that right? Class that has maybe branded or sponsored lacrosse balls, and teach people for like 20-30 minutes how to take this lacrosse ball and roll out their feet, because they're going to be on their feet all week, roll out their shoulders, roll out the aches and pains. And I wanted to bring in a professional, maybe talk to some range of motion experts in the San Francisco area or people at CrossFit gyms. But there is also a ton of info online, and I've done enough working out that I think that I could easily lead like a 20-minute, 30-minute class of how to roll out your feet, how to roll out your arms, how to roll out your butt from sitting. And I don't know, just kind of a health and wellness. When I was talking to Jillian, she's like, I guess she used to coordinate kind of something similar, you know, maybe like working out, but she's just got too much on her plate. Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. So she's like, I've got too much on my plate. Like, I'm here for you, but like I can't like take it on. So I was like, I want to take it on. So I guess there's a unbranded lacrosse balls are fairly cheap. If we brand them, it's a little more expensive. Like, you and I could split the cost, put the podcast logo on there, but it would be more fun if we had a sponsor that we could dual logo. I mean, it's really not that expensive. Like, I thought we could cap the class at like 50, because what if we don't have space and we need to go to like a park? 50 is a manageable amount of people, and that's like $400. So I don't not want to do it, and I'm definitely putting it out there, but I guess we just need to decide, like, do we want to brand it or not? Or do we want to just do the thing? Because I got to get on it then.
Well, that's a decision that's coming up in the next year. We've also talked about 2 at 1 ship.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure we're going to go cruising. What else can people look forward to us? Maybe more blabbering on?
Yes, more wonderful guests. More blabbering on. I don't know, maybe 2018 since we did a lot of getting to know you, maybe we have another thing in the beginning. You know, we talk about a topic, we have our guests, we have our SuperFaves, but, you know, maybe we start the year or, you know, start this next 2-wit fiscal year with something else. Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to think of that. Something different, and people have suggestions.
Ooh, or maybe people can tell us things. The 2 people that listen /20, 200, who knows? Tell us maybe what you like. I mean, I could make a form or something super legit, but really I feel like if you just DM us on Twitter,
you can app mention and probably like email me. Tell us what you like and what you want. Please, you don't need to tell us what you don't like. Like, we're cool. Like, we're good.
We judge ourselves enough.
We are not everyone's cup of tea. Like, I am fully aware of that. Do we want to do SuperFaves?
You know. Ooh, do we want to do super faves? I sort of feel like I gave away my super fave by talking about how things have been put in. Ooh, no, I lied. I have a super fave. Are you ready?
Ready.
I got a new duvet from IKEA, and it's got a few different colors running through it. And so then I went to the Bed Bath & Beyond with my 20% off coupons that I hoard. And I got coral sheets, and I got blush pink bath mats to go with gray towels.
Ooh, I like the combo.
And my bed just arrived, and it's an upholstered gray headboard.
Ooh.
And I didn't have to ask anyone else for their opinions. And it's going to be bomb.
I love that.
And I'm excited about it.
You have to send us a picture. I'm not sure who us is. I meant me. But, I speak for our audience. Send the photo.
I'll probably post it on the internet.
Do it. I feel like I have 2 kind of super faves and one just left my head. What is happening to me? Wow.
Then you only have one.
So one.
To be fair, this is literally a lot of my day. ADD struggle is real. I literally will be in one browser, think about something, go to the other browser to do it, and
I go to open my calendar to write a reminder and then forget whilst writing said reminder. So preemptive super fave is I got Brene Brown's new book because I'm obsessed with her and she's amazing. I am excited to read it. I have to say though, I'm a little disappointed. God, this is so silly to say, that I don't have a drive because I really enjoy her narration. I like her voice. And I listened to a little snippet and I shouldn't have because I have the book. I'm not going to be able to make time to listen to her. So I'm going to listen. It's called Braving the Wilderness. I'm going to read. Okay. I am excited about it. I even put reminders in my calendar, at 9:00, go read for a half hour to an hour. We'll see how that pans out. And my other super fave is I signed up for Orange Theory. So now I have a personal trainer for weights and yoga and Orange Theory because that's the kind of person I am. And I am liking it.
Yeah. Wait. So I'm also interested in comments for the over-under that for Dreamforce, the lovely and talented Melinda Smith will pay for a class at Orange Theory that she will not
That's
take.
SoulCycle. And
I apologize.
Ritual yoga will happen. It always happens. The question will be, yes, will I actually go to SoulCycle? I paid for it at Trailhead DX, and was it Dreamforce?
Except, no, it was in Chicago,
That's
I think,
right.
wasn't it?
I paid for it at Trailhead DX, and I paid for it Midwest Dream and Witness Success.
Although, if you do have a hope of going, don't plan it for the day after the concert. We don't even know what the concert is yet, but you know that even if you don't go to the concert, we're going to go back to Gary Danko and we're going to get schmammered.
Oh, let's do that. I already have a reminder in my calendar because I only take reservations 2 months out. So that's already in there to make that happen. So here's the deal. So Monday morning, probably ritual yoga because I'm fresh. Not a lot has happened. I have a work thing Sunday night. Tuesday, it's a possibility. I might be able to hammer out something, but that's it. Then the gala's that night, and I'm too tired for everything. So we'll see. Over under on SoulCycle.
It's a solid plan. It's a solid plan.
And to our listeners, ritual yoga is freaking amazing. So if anyone wants to go, we'll go Monday morning. I usually go to the 6 or 7. Well, I usually go to the 6th class. It's kind of a candlelit, dark, warm, drum and bass type yoga. So hit me up if you want to go.
I feel like if anyone doesn't want to do that, I don't know what my plans will be that morning.
Sleeping?
But the other wit will probably be at brunch. Maybe that's more my speed. Trying to find a mimosa.
Yeah,
that's probably where I'll be.
A little crazy.
But we will both be at Dreamforce. We would love for you to come up and hug us if you are listening to this, whether we know who you are or not. And maybe explain yourself afterwards, but we're open to hugging.
And we'll have episodes before then too.
Oh, that's right. Gosh, in the next 60 days or 59.
And we're see you in 6 weeks. Peace.
Deuces. It's been a great year. Bye. Sorry. Clearly, I need to go to bed because I can't tell time.
Nearly 11 in your land.
I'm an adult. I can stay up till 11.
You can't.
You know what? It's been real. You're lovely. I'm super excited for more two witting. And are you gonna? You never say it.
I never say. You want me to say it? Are you ready? Stay witty.